The Senate is set to pass a $1 trillion infrastructure bill today as the parties clash over the Democrats' next item, which is at least $3.5 trillion. And they don't want any Republican support. They won't need it. GOP Ohio Senate candidate J.D. Vance here. J.D., the guy that you hope to take his spot, Rob Portman, is in support of this. He helped negotiate this. If you want his seat, does that mean you agree with this bill?
No, I don't, Brian. And by the way, if folks want to support us, go to jdvance.com. I mean, look, the problem with this bill is it spends a ton of taxpayer dollars, and it doesn't solve any real problem that we'd have. It doesn't solve the long-term immigration problem. It doesn't solve the border crisis. It doesn't solve the inflation crisis. And so we're spending a lot of American taxpayer dollars to not solve any real problems. And that's why I think it's a big mistake. It's also giving air cover, I think, for this massive $3.5 trillion spending plan that's going to come after the infrastructure bill, which has a big amnesty program in it. And so I worry, unfortunately, that establishment Republicans have just been had on this infrastructure bill.
$425 billion for infrastructure. You're a finance guy. You know that we need some infrastructure. You don't think that would help?
Look, I think $425 billion of infrastructure is good. The problem is all the other things that come along with it. And we've basically given the Democrats a ton of their wish list, and I think not gotten a ton in response. So, for example, there's a new government bureaucracy created in this infrastructure package that basically is targeted at the problem of too many men driving big rigs. This is an actual provision in the legislation. Why do we need to spend taxpayer money to try to get fewer men and more women into the big rig profession? It doesn't make any sense. So I think, again, the problem here is not that we don't need infrastructure. We do. The problem is that they're spending money on the wrong things.
So you're running for the Senate seat. Josh Mandel, the treasurer of Ohio, Republican, is running as well. He's the front runner early. I know you got to wait till May. But he called you Rhino. He says you're like Mitt Romney and Liz Cheney. You a Rhino?
No, absolutely not. I mean, look, I'm not going to get into the gab fest with the other candidates. My basic argument is that we need an Ohio senator that fights for the people of Ohio, that actually defends the interests of the people of Ohio and is willing to fight for them. I know that guy's me. And by the way, Brian, if you look at who the media is attacking the most, they sure don't think I'm a Rhino. They seem to think that I'm the biggest threat. All of the mainstream press is spending a lot more time attacking me than any of the other people running in this race. And I think that sends a signal that we're the candidate that's most serious of a threat to them.
Yeah, the Atlantic came after you big time. The New York Times 2 days ago, one of the quotes was, your conversion, whiplash-inducing conversion to Trumpism. Your reaction, real quick?
Yeah, no, I think it's a joke. Look, I've been publicly supportive of the president for the last several years. Anybody who's seen me on TV knows where I've stood on these issues. And it's as simple as that. And the fact that the press is attacking me again is evidence of the fact that they know that I'm not on their side. And they should be afraid of me. I'm not on their side.
Yeah, you've doubled your support in a month from June to July. And it's going to be a longer race. But you're digging in early. And it's Ohio always gets everybody's attention. J.D. Vance, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me.